What is up, everyone? Another day working on the mystery project Ephra. We've been having fun with it. We're chugging along on it. So,
You've been excited with this thing.
It's been fun. It's just like easy, innocent fun. And on top of it, it's been checking out very good wins. Usually when it comes to cars, there's a lot of disappointments. This one has been more pleasant surprises than bad surprises so far.
High hopes, low expectations.
Exactly. That's my motto, right? So in the last video, you guys saw this. That's right. This looks so much worse than it is. Oh, holy shit! Hell yeah! And what we found out, the engine is good. Well, we like to think. We didn't run it for long, obviously. Problems can still arise, but we're convinced it's great. We're convinced enough that it is now worth throwing parts of this car, and I am so excited. It's a JZ, right? As you guys know, in stock long block form, they can produce so much power. We're built from the factory. Toyota, you killed it. I don't know what the heck you were doing in the 90s, but bring that back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Same exact blueprint, just new.
That's it. We're gonna have some fun with it. We don't really know what we're doing with the car just yet, but whatever we do with the car, we want to make it making power, so we're gonna make power, right? So we route it. And plus, I want to see this thing cleaned up because though it looks, to me, it looks pretty ratty and a little dumpy, especially with just disregard all that. If you watched the last video, you would see why we did that. It should clean up really, really well, very, very quickly, with minimal effort, and the transformation is always fun, right? We love that. We're car guys, that's what we love. Today is step one of removing everything off the long block and stripping this thing down so we can get it ready and freshened up with all our new fancy bits coming in very shortly, because I've been on the phone nonstop the last 2 days trying to make it happen.
All morning. All morning.
This is it.
I haven't seen him geeked up like this in a while.
Well, it's hard, right? We've been building all these cars, and all we do has been waiting on parts. Like waiting, and it's been driving me mad, and this is one thing that it's so readily available for everything. It's just,
Let's get it done.
let's get it done. Might as well. We got to fill the time somehow. Let's just get to work, start taking all this stuff off, and go
First,
from there.
you gotta go through this fucking harness.
It's not a bad harness. It's just.
Oh, no, it's a bad harness.
No, it's not a bad harness.
It's a bad harness.
Now it is. New harness, new me, as they say, right?
It's not that bad. It could be worse.
It honestly could. We had cam sync and crank sync first try.
That was the only thing that worked.
I feel like that was just the Motec.
Last one.
Shit.
Goodbye. It's a small harness. It's cool because it utilizes like
Look how much cleaner it already looks.
way better. This thing is like really like here, stand right here. Really take it. Really take it in. It's hard to tell on camera how stank it looks, but this thing, I'm so pumped
The
because
muck water makes it look so much worse.
yeah, the exhaust muck water that hit me in the face yesterday, sick, good times. It's gonna transform so quickly, and I'm so excited for it. But honestly, I'm gonna keep this around because there's a bunch of connectors on here that I could utilize later on, and you guys know I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. You want that up pipe?
Hey, whoever made this up pipe did a really nice job.
Yeah, it's actually really nice.
Those walls are pretty clean.
Hello. Look at the grime in the wastegate. That'll clean up. Ah, turbo's clean now.
Yeah.
Now.
Poor gate. It's a brand new gate too.
Technique, you like that? I'm thinking we're gonna do the stock intake on this one, right? It'll fit better. I think it looks great. It'll produce a nice power band, and I mean, they're pretty cheap, so can't beat it. I feel like it's all good all around. There we go. Ooh, there she goes. No, it's not a bad piece. It's just ain't for me. Stock intake ports and stock intake valves.
Check.
They look beautiful. Very, very good news. Good engine. Austin, you got like a Cummins or something that you could put that on?
Can we put that on the GTO?
You want to put that on the GTO? Yeah, I don't think you want to turbo that thing.
I don't.
You don't want to. It's not a bad turbo, but like, there's so much better stuff out there these days that it's so hard to like want to put that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're cheap, but dude, you can get like a Pulsar like G Series replica for a similar price, and like, come on.
Wait.
It's not 2005. I don't got it, man. I don't know. I don't know what brand manifold this is. I think it's a CX Racing manifold. It kind of looks like it. It doesn't look like a bad piece. I mean, we had a CX Racing manifold on the JZ Coupe forever. And it did well and it lasted a long time, but there is way better options out there, and she's getting the treatment, so this one's coming off.
Whoever put this on, thank you for leaving everything loose.
Toyota, on all their JZs, I believe, have this oil heater. So I consider it. I'm pretty sure it's meant for the road cars to heat the oil up quicker. Cold weather conditions, right? I like to get rid of it because it's big, bulky, annoying, and the only nice thing about it is it does put the oil filter in a nice location that's like, you can get to it, versus we're gonna locate it over here. But it's more stuff, more nonsense, and I think it's ugly, so. Good enough reason for me to get rid of it. You get rid of this entire thing, right? Goodbye. Now, if you look at the block, it's the exact same size for an oil filter, and all you need to buy is a stud like this.
You're a stud.
You like that right there, and it'll get the oil filter logo right on the block. Less nonsense out of the way. Keep it simple.
I
mean, it looks fast in the aftermarket.
That ain't no spoon, man, food.
Dude makes half a manifold once. I've
been procrastinating on finishing it.
Have you seen it? Hold on, just let's flex it real quick because I'm so proud of him. Look how hot that thing is. You still got some welding to do, but I think the hard part's done, making it all fit.
I was procrastinating on welding it.
I feel that. I get that. One thing you gotta remember is if you're turboing a non-turbo engine, like the GE engines, they actually have a different head flange in the turbos. I believe that non-VVTi and VVTi can share exhaust manifolds for the 2Js. 1Js are different, I know they're different. But this won't bolt onto a non-turbo engine, unfortunately. It'd be a lot easier to sell.
It's actually pretty clean, it's just carbon. You could tell this is like, still has the JDM juju in it.
JDM road car?
It's a good JDM road car.
To be expected. I mean, this thing probably came out of Aristo, which means it was just probably some old dude in Japan, automatic car, just putting around.
87.
Definitely.
Some E cleaned that right up.
Yeah, right. Good for us.
This is actually a really nice piece. I'm honestly contemplating on stealing it, but we'll keep it on here. It's a birthday.
A birthday. Yeah, it's a cool piece. I'm not mad about it.
Powder coated black.
Send her home.
It looked good. Whoever made a nice job.
I think what happened was he got some fab work done, wasn't hyped, so he brought it to another fabricator because some of the fabrication on the car was
really good.
Dodgy.
Some was questionable.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Some was dodgy and some was really good. So I think it was in a couple different hands. What's behind door number 1? Not too bad. I think the tensioner was actually new when they put it on.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
That's sick. Yeah, new enough for me.
Nice.
The first time you take one of these off is such a nightmare. So be ready to grab the biggest breaker wire you can find and then add a pole. All right, this one's coming off a lot easier than I expected.
Yeah, I think somebody did the belt and tensioner and everything already.
They definitely did. I mean, look, it has an aftermarket belt on it, but you know, it's just been sitting for so long. Start with a fresh belt, you know, they can get dry rotted, and then I bet the pulley is rusty as all hell. So
that feels dangerous as f.
No,
it's
just
fine. Came off by hand.
No, it's fine. Yep. OEM pulleys, you can see right here. See this rubber layer right here? So the inner piece, this outer piece is actually pressed on the inner piece. So this will wear out, and one day you'll just be hanging out at the track, going around a corner, and then this will just go goodbye, and you'll just see it rolling down the track. Not a good time. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Some mouse comes out. There we go. Yeah, so it was all new. Like you could tell, like I knew this pulley was gonna be very crusty like that, which to be fair would probably wear away, no problem, but I'm gonna just do all new timing components. They're cheap enough and it's just kind of good peace of mind, right? While you're in there.
You know the edge is good, it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So, not bad. Someone's been in here, which is good. Had a new water pump too. Definitely the new water pump. Good. It's a couple $100. The water pump I think I'll leave. It's always good fashion if you're gonna take an engine apart to put it at TDC. Right there. Let's take this little crusty alternator off. I actually have like a really clean one from the last 1J that we got, so we'll just switch it out, start fresh. Austin, I know you're paying attention heavy. I can see it because I know you're gonna be doing this to your car very soon.
Got all the parts on order, so yeah, I'm in class right now.
What's good about JZs is they're all so freaking similar that if you could take apart one, you could take them all apart. So if you're planning on doing JZ stuff, pay attention. It's good good learning experience. These engines are so good. They're so simple and they're so easy to work on. Boom. That's it. Goodbye. Take the tensioner off, and that's really it. You know, it's simple. It's just one belt, one tensioner, no crazy pulleys, nothing. It's just simple. So you guys will see when we put it back together. It's super easy. First time I ever timed the engine, I was freaking out, right? Because like, it's easy to mess up, right? And it's something so major, but these things are so straightforward. One of the only pain in the ass things about this engine, oh, that's nice. Love that. Come on, keep going, keep going. Like I was saying, one of the nice things about, there we go. One of the things that does suck about this is the front main seal, right? This piece right here. This is behind everything. So if this leaks, you gotta pull all apart. So this is like a $12 part. Replace this when you're in here. Because when your front main seal leaks, it sucks. So of course we ordered that up. It looks like they didn't do that when they did the timing belt. So we're gonna do that, of course, so we have a freshly sealed up JZ. And if that's not done, that means the seals behind the cam gears are also not done, so we'll definitely get those done. Awesome. Well, that was loose as hell.
It looks so much cleaner with everything off.
Oh yeah. There we go. Yes, sir. Time for Spoon to cut this up and make a nice, pretty swirl pot out of it. Let's go. Get these. Let's get these crusty things off of here. That's one sick thing about the non-VTI engines. You have two fixed pulleys, so you can put some fancy pulleys on here. So, come on, we all know that's like the cool part about them. Versus like the VVTI, you have the ugly VVTI gear, so you always want to leave it covered. But with non-VVTIs, you always want to expose them so you can put some fancy ones on there.
I love this. It's like a big B series.
I've never actually been in a B series, but I've seen enough photos and I feel like they're very similar.
Very similar.
It actually looks like the cam seals on this engine weren't leaking, which says a lot about the engine. It was either well taken care of or just low miles, or
they were changed.
No, because the front main wasn't changed. No, so I doubt they did the cam seals. They might have been changed. Those might have been, I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell. Either way, we're gonna change them because I'm not playing games. Cam seals leak, sucks. This thing's a Japanese engine, so it's definitely a sludge monster.
87, its whole life. Exactly
530, changed every 5,000 miles, like, if that.
Sat for ever.
But dude, the JD engines, I swear to God, the sludge engines are always the best engines. It should be perfectly clean, and I'll be like concerned.
So, not bad. That's actually
see, sludge.
That's nasty, but the
little brownie
actual
sludge.
head is nice.
It's sludgy, but I'm telling you, like,
that's the right amount of sludge.
It's the right amount of sludge. I'll take it. It's the sludge engines, I swear to God, always do the best. It's like just good juju, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee the original of this car probably drove it like 4,000 miles a year and probably went like 3 years for the oil change.
Perfect.
Yeah, whatever. Sounds bad, but I don't know. They'd be hitting. Yeah, that looks even sludgier. Oh, that's a. Look at it. Oh,
brownie batter.
JDM grime.
That's definitely the brownie batter. I'm not mad about it. Whatever. Rather that than like dirt and sand and moisture and stuff. So, but it's nice because the cams, they look super like, dude. There's no pitting. There's no scoring. Like, you ever take apart an E36 engine? They could have 20,000 miles. Those cams look like they've been through gravel. So this is just about as far apart as we're going to take the engine. We're going to clean up what we have right here. The cams will be swapped out, but we're going to leave this in so we don't lose the cam caps and nothing gets kicked around or anything. Things happen when people are running out of the shop. But right now you could really tell how big of a donkey this engine is inside the car. Like, look how much it hangs over the front subframe. From a performance standpoint, it doesn't look that good. I would love to push the engine back if we could, because we do have room in the mounts and the drive shaft. The only thing that sucks is the head gets very close to the firewall, right? And really the big thing right here is the heater core lines. They stick out right in the middle. I would love to have heat in this car. Trying to figure out a good solution for that might be a pain. I'll have to see what other guys have for a solution. I don't really want to cut up the firewall anymore. I don't know. That's gonna be a hard one. Like, it's literally, the head is touching the heater hose lines right there. And if we cut those, we can move the engine back like almost another inch, which would do a lot for the car. Because, dude, it looks like if I hit the brakes, it's gonna do an endo. See how much weight is over the front end?
I think I want 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I don't blame you. 4-cylinder looks nice in there. Now we're gonna go through and, you know, just change out all the hardware. Like, all this is just rusty from sitting. easy. It'll take us 10 minutes and it'll transform everything, wipe everything down, and honestly, this car will look very, very nice. All the new bits will go on.
Should run great too.
More importantly, it's gonna hit, dude.
Tomorrow.
All right, so I've just realized since we're prepping everything to get all the fancy stuff on, we might as well get this engine in the correct position, because as of right now, like we talked about, it's way too damn far forward and we have enough room to shove it back, right? The only thing stopping us is these damn heater hose lines, but I'm gonna find a new solution to that. I think we can somehow get them to come out in the car and we can run new lines, but this isn't gonna work, right? No matter what. I can't pull the engine any more far forward, and the more farther we put it back, the better the car's gonna feel, and the more room we have for fitting bigger fans on our radiator. Everything will just be happier if we can just get the damn engine like an inch back. Even the shifter, like the shifter, we have an extended shifter, and it's still, check this out, super far forward. This is a neutral right now, so if we go in third, so if we can put it an inch back, it'll actually be in perfect location. So let's make that happen. There's a bunch of room in the mounts to move this thing back, as you can see. So I'm not worried about the mounting points. Usually that's the tricky bit, but it's fully adjustable. What I need to do first is actually make room for the engine. So I want to move the harness. I want to cut off this bracket right here, and I want to remove the heater hose lines right there. So first step is getting this harness out the way. I don't want it, the plastic bit is such a pain in the ass to get out, so I want to see if I could just like melt it out. Like butter, dude, like butter. Man. Look at all this room we're getting, dude. Then we have this big ass bracket in the way. I'm pretty sure that's like the OEM like strut brace. Yeah, right here, that connects it. And it's in the way. I want to get rid of it. This is a point of no turning back, because as of right now, realistically, you could put a stock engine back in it and just bolt on the factory radio support and you would never know there was a JZ in here. It's still like a 60,000 mile, like really clean FRS.
Cut it up.
Just a couple spot welds. Top of the bracket's actually sandwiched between the firewall, so it's a little tricky. So Spoon's gonna try and finesse this one. Cut it up, Spoon. Yeah, we'll deal with that one later. To make sure this doesn't just, you know, stay looking like total butt cheeks, we got a couple things. Scotch-Brite to prep it, edge primer to get the bare metal, and then I went and got a color matched can to the car without clearing it because the engine bay isn't cleared, so it's probably gonna stick out, but it'll look a lot better than just leaving it like that.
Nah, once the valve covers and everything goes on, you'll never see it, yeah. Since there's bare metal, you guys know we can't just throw spray paint on it. We gotta put some etching primer on it. Just spritz. Just a spritz. Happy little spritz. That's it, that's all you need. Something light. It's a good trick, but don't do it at home. This doesn't count towards my paint work. You've used that one up and the past 3 years.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Spoon don't paint.
Spoon don't paint. So now this harness is a little bit in the way, but we have so much room in the transom on this thing. Like we have so much that we're actually just gonna shove the harness in there. No issues, not like there's anything moving, nothing hot down there. You know, it will get it out of the way, then we don't gotta worry about it. Tape that up, make it look nicer. And just like that, it looks like we have all this room now, which is good. We wanna get it as close to the firewall as possible, because the farther back the better, but of course we wanna leave a little bit of room just so we're not obviously touching it, so. And we gotta make sure that we can get the valve covers on and off with the, obviously, engine in the car, so. So we know we have plenty of room in the engine mounts, but I don't recall how the trans mount looks, so we might have to modify the trans mount, but I'm hoping it's slotted like the engine mount so we can just kinda loosen up and kick it back. They're bolted. They are bolted. Pain in the ass. Can we flip it?
What do you mean?
No, because they're kicking.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. All right, well, I knew we had plenty of drive shafts, right? Yep.
So it's not all the way in.
Yeah, we can't go, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be out a little bit, but we should have enough room in the drive shaft to allow us to go back like an inch, and an inch will do us good. The trans mount, however, It's not gonna be as, we could drill new holes in the chassis. It's not as easy as just slotting it though. Not a big deal. Issue number 2, the trans is touching the tunnel already. I thought we had enough room. It's that one damn bolt.
That's why they didn't push it back any further.
That one's pain. This side's not as bad. Oh,
It moves pretty easy.
There you go. Well, how you doing? All right, so it's really just that one stud on this side. You ever see someone put like a TH400 in the car that didn't come with a TH400? It's bad. This makes it not feel as bad.
Beautiful.
Big moves.
I like this.
Big stretch. No FRSs were harmed in the filming of this video. Spoon's favorite tool, but on this side of the transmission, luckily there's just a bunch of brackets on the transmission that we don't actually need. No, it won't affect the structural integrity of the transmission. Don't worry about it. So we're just gonna lap them off.
No FRSs were harmed. T56. Yes.
Let's see if we can get this thing to move back right now. Everything's loose.
Oh.
Butter.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I can see the back of the head. Oh.
You want to see if you can line this bolt up?
I would kill to be on scales right now to watch to see if like you could see distinct weight balance change. Having that much weight over the front of your suspension just isn't.
See if you can like nap it up down.
I don't know if the drive
That's
shaft
cool.
will let it go any
Yeah,
further.
the drive shaft might be a
I
limitation.
think.
Dude, if I would kill for another ½ inch.
Really?
Hey.
That's a lot.
On the car too.
That's
No,
it.
a ½ inch is like all you need to get there.
It's just a lot.
It's a lot. It adds up, bro. It really adds up. Cut the snout off the drive shaft. How sketchy is that if we cut the snout off the drive shaft?
Oh, there it goes. It moved. There it goes. Okay, that's good.
Well, I know you might.
Ooh, we got big moves on that. Big stretch. Oh no, we got mad shaft left, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, you're pushing on the steel too.
Oh no, yeah, we don't.
Oh, that's
the drive shaft's too long. Let's see.
Mad shaft.
Oh yeah. So let's see. How much can it go back? That's it. Yeah, that's. Oh, the drive shaft's too long.
Oh, you're there now.
Oh yeah, you actually are there. Oh yeah, that was because he's not on there.
Where you want it to be.
Yeah.
We can go another.
I mean, we could just. All right, so we were able to move it back one notch on the trans bracket, trans brace, which is a lot, right? That's about that inch or so that we wanted. We're gonna pull this off later and remake the edge of it, but for now, let's get everything mocked up, make sure everything fits. It's got me nervous now. No, we're good, we're good. It's mid.
It would have been bad if it poked out.
No, I was nervous that it was gonna hit this for some reason, but we're mid. I'll take it. And it's sick, right? Because now not only does it help the chassis feel by moving it back, but now we have that much more room for fans. I was really worried about getting not being able to get big fans on the radiator because it's not a big radiator. But now we have another inch worth of fan we can put on here, which is
I mean, it's rubbing fantastic.
yeah. It's closer than recommended, but that will never give us an issue. I'm not worried about that. Shaft still fits. Good news. Balls deep on this one, boys. I can see the head distance from the firewall. It's beautiful. What I'm really excited to see is where the shifter lands. I have a feeling it's gonna land in the perfect spot. There we go. Firewall to head clearance, perfect. Valve covers can come on and off, no problem. Luckily we have a pretty big area right here, but we're about a finger width away, which is great. It can definitely go back farther, but it doesn't, before you looked at it and you're like, dude, I can't drive that. Now that's like doable. It's still on the farther forward side.
Better than it was.
Way better than it was.
Oh yeah, that's sound.
Way better. What's wild is the mounts were fully bottomed out before. And look at it, it's right in the middle. Even on the forward side. And the engine, like you look at the bay and it
looks so much happier.
it looks so much happier, it just feels better. And now I think the hood will clear without having to cut it because the hood rises right there, so. That's crazy how many problems it just like fixes by moving the thing back an inch. With it here in the original spot, hopefully you guys could tell how much this engine actually moved farther back. And a little bit goes a long way with this. Super happy with our results in today's video. We got a lot done. It is now ready for the fun part, bolting all the new pretty stuff on, getting this thing looking fresh and feeling fresh, and it's gonna be so exciting. So we got some cleaning up to do. We're gonna touch up some paint, some few spots. I'm gonna change out all the rusty hardware for new hardware, clean up some stuff on the block. It's all fun and pretty stuff from here on out. So for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and Spoon.
Have a wonderful night.
Savage as a